If you fall down, if your hip's dragging, you're probably not going to save it. And all the time people do save it from miraculous situations. We all have stories like that. But sometimes you're going to fall down. If you're crashing, you need to let go of the motorcycle, because it will hurt you, and it will particularly hurt your hands, right? So what you don't want to do is what flat tractors do, where you try and grab the clutch and hold it up or whatever. That can be very painful and uncomfortable and grinds down those delicate fingers and all that kind of stuff. So if you are falling, if your shoulder and your hip are on the ground, you need to let go of that thing and get it away from you, so you don't run your foot through the chain or something along that line. You do not want to be with that motorcycle once it's on the ground. The 250s crash pretty well. Most of the time you can pick it up and ride it after that. So let's talk about that. You fall down in a practice, you're basically done. We need to retech your bike. We need to have a quick look at you at the medical center. It's not a big deal, it's protocol, but we just need to make sure that you're okay. We need to see what your helmet looks like to see if maybe you've got one of those hockey players don't ever get them concussions or something like that. But also, you can't always tell what sort of shape your bike's in. In a race, our rules permit you to pick up your bike and continue. So the first thing you need to do, once you stop sliding, you do that quick inventory, right? Make sure everything's still working. Look down. I once looked down and my leg was doing that, so I figured I wasn't riding anymore that day. But if you're in basically one piece and you don't feel too bad, and remember, the adrenaline's kicked in, so you may be badly injured and still be in the mood to ride your motorcycle. Go over to the bike. Hopefully the marshals are there to help you pick it up. If there's any chance that it's damaged in such a way that you can't continue, you're done, right? So you bent a clip-on or a lever too much, or taken off a master cylinder, pulled off a foot peg, or broken the muffler, all those things that happen. If you want to continue, and you believe the bike is safe, and of course 5 seconds seems like 2 minutes when you've got the adrenaline pumping, our rules permit you to pick up the bike and continue. Our rules also make it clear that now you are completely responsible for the stupidity you may be about to inflict on others, right? So if you've got an oil leak or something dragging or whatever, you're not supposed to continue. And the marshals may try and stop you, but even if the marshal says it's okay, it's completely up to you if you wish to continue. And the penalties are severe if you make a mess. And every once in a while, somebody does. But classically, where this comes into play is in the rain. And races in the rain can be really confusing and not have much pattern. And we've often seen it where somebody picked their bike up and ended up winning or doing very well because they were willing to continue and people were flying off all over the place and the scorers were trying to figure out what was going on. It was one of those races. So